Hi guys, it's HappyCheat101 here with a new video giving you my review on PvP on EXO PS4. So the first thing I would like to talk to you about in today's video is travel times to battles. Like once you die in PvP, you spawn at your nearest keep and you have to travel back to the battle. And the times to take you to travel on your horse is ridiculously long. It usually takes standard about 2 to 3 minutes depending on how far it is. But yeah, it usually takes 2-3 minutes, and the time you respawn once you've died, the battle's more likely over. So it is really retarded, the travel times it takes. I think to get in spawning and get into PvP, the time you get there, the battle's more likely to be over, the keep's mostly taken over and you missed it all. So yeah, they need to definitely fix that. The travel times are ridiculously long, even if they reduce it to a minute, because I can understand not like putting it as like 10 seconds, because obviously PvP would take a lot longer that way and everyone would just quickly be respawning and it would be ridiculously long trying to kill everyone constantly. It'd just be impossible. So I can understand their reason behind it, but they need to shorten it down to at least about a minute or 30 seconds at least. It's ridiculously long. 2 to 3 minutes is too long to be getting back to battles. The time you get there, it's over. Also, another thing in PvP I've noticed, everyone hunts in groups and like packs, like walls, because it's sort of like when you're PvPing, the other alliances are more likely to be in big groups ganking each other, so you want to make sure you want it in a group as well, because running around on your own you're more likely to come across a group of another alliance and you're more likely to get ganked, and you're a lot safer in groups as well, and you get stuff done a lot quicker in big groups because there's more of you. Just throw man after man at keeps and shit. So yeah, big groups, good idea. Also about groups, if possible, you should try and get into a guild where they PvP all the time and they can get into guild group, and because of that everyone sort of knows each other, so the PvP is a lot how can I say, enjoyable, because obviously you're PvPing with your friends, you know who you're talking to, and it's easier to communicate, and PvP is a lot easier and efficient because if you're with a better group you get stuff done a lot quicker and you know your jobs and your roles in the group and shit like that. But if you are PvPing in a random group and you've been invited to, it's alright, but obviously if you do go into the group chat, game chat, sorry, some people don't like it because you get some random dickheads in the game chat, but if you're lucky enough, sometimes you get like one guy's telling you what to do. They're usually like 1 or 2 alright guys in game chat, so you want to make sure you're speaking to them. Also, you want to make sure when you're PvPing that depending on what job you're doing within the group, so if you're a healer you would sort of like stay in the middle, try and heal everyone. If you're a tank you're going to want to go in first with obviously the other tanks, and if you're a DPS just stay in the middle, but make sure that you're doing your right job and not wandering off running around trying to be Mr. Hero Solo Soldier trying to kill everyone, because it's not going to work. You're going to fucking die and you're going to have to wait for that respawn time. But PvP overall is actually quite fun. I've enjoyed it so far. Other than like there's been no glitches on the servers, or actually no, there has. When there's been about 50 or more people in one area, there has been some glitches, but that's just down to the game's new out roughly still, and the servers are sort of still fresh and new onto the for ESO. So you're going to want to make sure that when you're running with group, just make sure that everyone knows it. It's not obviously their connection or anything. It generally is just the servers just struggling a little bit with the amount of people in one place. But other than that, there's been no glitches for me, there's no lag. PvP seems perfectly legit. There doesn't seem any overpowered people. I mean, sorcerers hit like fucking trucks, but that's the sorcerers and their powers and their builds. But yeah, PvP overall is actually quite fun, enjoyable. It's a good experience. It's one